Folks, MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell is super excited right now because everything he has predicted is about to come true. Or at least he thinks it is. During an interview this week on the right-wing Eric Metaxas radio show, Lindell said that all the chips are falling into place and that the state of Arizona is about to decertify 3 counties that Biden won, hand those to Trump, and then that's just the beginning. Of course, he is referring to a piece of legislation that has no chance of passing whatsoever in the state of Arizona that in fact would decertify 3 counties that win for Biden in the state, in spite of the fact that there is no evidence that this election even needs to be overturned 15 months after it occurred. But here is what Lindell said about this legislation, and here's how excited he was. This is what we've been waiting for. If 2 more states do that, we've got our country back. We need to get everybody in this country behind those legislators that stood up, and the ones that are still sitting there, they all need to sign, and when they sign, the election of 2020 will get pulled down in Arizona. And guess what? We're coming for you, Wisconsin. We're coming for you, Pennsylvania. We're coming for you, Michigan, and we're coming for you, Georgia. All of them are at different phases of getting pulled down. All that was missing from the end of that rant was the Howard Dean scream that, "Yeah!" But man, is he fired up about this. Why? None of those states are in any phases, by the way, of being pulled down, as he says. I mean, over in Wisconsin, let me tell you how wonderful their audit is going. It's being run by a convicted felon, a guy that actually spent time in prison for bank and mail fraud. So they're trying to find fraud with a guy that was convicted of fraud. Over in Georgia, well, they've already had their recounts, they've already had their signature verification, and of course they have the Republican leaders of the state telling them we're not overturning anything. So I don't know what the hell Mike Lindell's talking about with Georgia. With Michigan and Pennsylvania, those cases have been laughed out of court. In fact, Sidney Powell is actually facing a pretty stiff penalty for even bringing her ridiculous lawsuit in the state of Michigan. So again, not sure what Mike Lindell is talking about here, but of course, he doesn't live in the real world. Mike Lindell, CEO of MyPillow, lives in a fantasy world where all of his craziest dreams come true. None of this is going to happen. The 2020 election is not going to get overturned. Mike Lindell's prophecies are not going to come true. He is going to continue to be a crackpot who eventually, in several years, when the defamation suits finally go to trial, is probably going to lose every single thing that he has spent his life building. And honestly, I can't even say at this point that he doesn't completely deserve it, because this is getting out of hand. This man is full-blown ridiculous. I mean, in my opinion, totally cuckoo banana pants out there. And yet these idiot right-wingers keep platforming him to spread his lies, lies that, for the record, are only going to come back and bite him when those defamation cases finally go to trial. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.